Hi, my name is Mario de Cruz. I'm a quadriplegic, a C5, C6 quadriplegic. I was born in India a good 50 years ago, and I came to Australia when I was about 18, but I haven't been a quadriplegic all that time. I did a Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. When I was about 31, I had a motor vehicle accident in which I became a quadriplegic. The interesting thing about that was I was working as a surgical registrar at the Austin Hospital and actually admitting people who had become quadriplegics the very same week that I became a quadriplegic myself. And so I had the unique position of ending up being admitted on the ward that I had two other patients which I had admitted myself. From that point on, my life took a distinct change. Before my injury, I was, I'm quite interested in music, and I used to play the guitar, and I used to be, right from uni days, I was, involved with playing the guitar. I was also I used to organize, because I've got a very large family. I've got, two sisters and about 10 nephews and nieces, and we have lots of parties and functions, and I used to do DJing and sound and lights for the party. I used to enjoy riding my bicycle, and I'm not a very sporty person or anything, but I'm also very interested in English literature and history, and I think that that's where those things have sort of become more important to me now that now that I'm a quadriplegic. I enjoy cooking for myself and for my family. With the assistance of my carers, I throw together quite a few concoctions, and the results of which my family will tell you are not that great sometimes. I've got a grapevine at the back. I make some jam when that comes up. I also have an interest in the arts. I've conducted a few community art projects with with the city councils, and I'm also a member of a very long-standing beer drinking group in Fitzroy. Becoming a quadriplegic is, as you can imagine, a huge difference in the life I was leading before, and it requires a lot of changes and a lot of adaptation. And I can honestly say that I would not have been able to do that. And the single most important thing in helping me adapt and live like I do now, quite happily and well, was the mentoring I received from 2 or 3 quadriplegics when I was at the Royal Talbot during my period of rehabilitation. They'd been quadriplegics for, some had been quadriplegics for many years before, and all were quite different, and they all showed me not only that it was possible to live as a quadriplegic, it was possible to live as a quadriplegic well and do different things. That was crucial in me developing an acceptance of what I thought was an unacceptable condition. Being a young man and a doctor and all these things, I thought that quadriplegia was entirely unacceptable, and that my life from then on would be terrible. I was wrong, and these people were crucial in showing me that I was. And this is why I think that mentoring is so important, and why I've tried to do a little bit myself now that I've had a few years under my belt of as being a quadriplegic. I think it's very important in helping people who've developed an injury develop acceptance and give them an idea, not so much of, I don't want to tell them that they can become like me, but I give them an idea of what they can become like, even if it's not like me, that it's possible to become whatever you want. I think that from the disabled or quadriplegic community aside, I think mentoring's got a great value for families and for completely able-bodied people, because I believe, and as everyone will know nowadays, that the world is beset with problems where people have difficulties accepting it. So when we have traumas or illness, even able-bodied people have a lot of difficulty accepting these things. And I think that the one thing that quadriplegics have is acceptance. We have come through a difficult process, and you only come out the other end once you've accepted it. And I think that, so we have something to offer the general able-bodied community as well.
Supporting people with spinal cord injury. It's about life.